Hey guys! Just spilled my tea. It's not what I wanted to tell you. So I just got back from Weight Watchers and I have gained £6 this week, which is not ideal, but I did say that it was coming, didn't I? It's not like I was like completely unexpecting that. So yeah, I shouldn't have really lost that half a pound last week, which I also said as well, that was a bit of a fluke, I think, from my part. A nice fluke, but a fluke nonetheless. So yeah, £6. So I would say that's about a £3 gain every for each week. So I was particularly bad this week. I just couldn't control myself even before the weekend had started because I had my friend's little boy's birthday party on the Thursday. I had so much cake, which just triggered all of my sugar cravings and things like that. So I just continued to eat and ate loads of crisps on the Thursday evening, and on the Friday I did try and go for a run, but before I went to um, Oxfordshire to see my family and stuff. But it is what it is. So I've enjoyed myself, and Weight Watchers did get pushed to the bottom of my priority list because my priorities for those 2 weekends were my best friend's wedding. Hello, obviously, that goes without saying, and I want to enjoy myself. And like when I enjoy myself, food is a part of that. And then on the weekends, then family always comes first. A lot of you may know by now, I've lost my mum, and her parents live in Spain, so I don't see her side of the family because her family are particularly small. She was an only child, and then obviously my dad lives in Germany now, and then my uncle has just moved back from Australia. So, and then my brother lives in Oxfordshire, my auntie lives in Oxfordshire, and my grandmother lives in Cambridge. So, to all make a massive effort to come together, I'm not going to sit there for the weekend going, oh no, I can't have this, I can't have that. If a cake is put in front of me, I'm having a piece of cake. I'm going to have two pieces of cake. If I want three pieces of cake, I'm going to have three pieces of cake. Like, for an example, my auntie had made like an Eton mess, and she accidentally served one too many portions, and I was like, oh, I'll have that. So I sat there with two portions in front of me, and she was like, got enough there, babe? And I was like, yep, my nickname's Ellen of two cakes, can't decide, so I have two of them. But like, yeah, I mean, I had exactly what I wanted. We went to the strawberry picking farm, I had a cake, and I had an ice cream, and I had a coffee. We went out for lunch, and I had fish fingers and chips, and I had a jug of Pimm's. And when I met up with Vicky, I didn't want to go to McDonald's and have salad, so I had a Big Mac meal. Um, and I had an ice cream, and we had sweets with Holly, and and then we went to Costa, and yeah, I had my normal Americano, but there was a Greg's next door, and I wanted to have caramel shortbread. I ended up having three caramel shortbreads. I don't like, do you know what I mean? Like, I had what I wanted. I'm now gained the £6, and that's fine because like there's nothing worse than like trying to lose weight and then not being able to lose weight. That's what annoys me. Or when you gain when you have been trying really hard. I know I haven't been, and then I've gained, so I'm completely fine with that. So £6 it is. Done, dusted. Line is drawn. The scales won't beep, so it's fine. So I need to do a food shop today because I didn't go yesterday, although I don't really want to do it today because the weather is absolutely glorious. Um, but my friend is staying over on Friday night to look after Holly on Saturday while I go to work because um, her father's busy this weekend or something, so he can't have her. And my friend is vegan, so I need to go and have a little think really about what types of vegan foods that we're going to be having on the Friday. Not that like you have to have drastically different food if you're a vegan. You can basically make anything vegan, but I know that the corn chicken and the corn sausages and the corn mince that I've got, um, those particular packets are vegetarian only. They've got things like, I think they've got like eggs in them and stuff which don't make them vegan. Although the brand Quorn do make vegan versions of those things now, so I might in fact go and shop in ASDA's today, because there is a bigger variety of vegan choices, I suppose, is what I'm trying to think ahead and try and do. But like, I really do, I've asked my friend, like, what are we eating on the Friday, and she's like, oh, anything you want. And I'm like, well, that doesn't help. If I had something specific to go into the shop in mind to get, I can just like tunnel vision to where I need to be, and then I can just set it, forget it, and not have to worry about it. But at the moment, because I don't know what we're having, there's so many different options of what we could have. I could end up buying loads of stuff and then have loads of like vegan stuff in the house, which is completely fine. I'm not against like veganism at all. It's just knowing what to do. I want to make something that I know that she's going to enjoy, I'm going to enjoy, and Holly's going to enjoy as well, without sitting there going, yeah. So, you know, I'll have a little Google search now when we come home for lunch and see if there are any like Weight Watcher vegan recipes, and I'm sure there's an absolute abundance. It's just I wouldn't know because I haven't looked. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to go and pick Dollface up in the next 10 minutes. So I've got 10 minutes to drink me brew and then go and get her and come home and have some lunch. So yep, I will see you all later. And I don't know, and what? We're either going to go to Aldi's or to ASDA's. I want to try ASDA's this week, but I'm scared about like bumping my food costs up because of the availability in ASDA's. I feel like I'll probably buy more stuff, but we'll see. May as well try it. Can't harm, can it? See you later. Hey guys, so I just got back from my ASDA food haul for a change. I wanted to get some like vegan friendly stuff, and I thought it would be a lot easier for me to find vegan stuff in ASDA's. It wasn't, obviously, because I didn't really know ASDA's very well, because for the last goodness knows how long, maybe a year, I've been shopping in Aldi's, and before that I used to shop in Tesco's, so fail on that front. I did pick up like an almond milk, but yeah. So let's just get started with the haul. I've got to say, like, I was cringing putting things into my basket or my trolley, because I felt like everything was like super duper expensive, or more expensive than what it was in Aldi's. So I feel like I've got a fair amount of shopping, and I spent £44, which is around about what I would spend in Aldi's on a weekly basis. But I've got some stuff in my cupboards and my freezer already, so if I would have purchased those things in Asda's, if I needed them, I feel like I could have ended up spending maybe like £60. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. So one thing I did like were these pineapple pieces in a light syrup. So I always wash the syrup off anyway. But these cans are definitely bigger than the Aldi's ones. I think the Aldi's ones are 432 grams. And these ones are 565 grams. And they're about the same price, if not cheaper. Plus they're already cut up for you, which is what I like. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. A tin of baked beans. A tin of chopped tomatoes, and a tin of kidney beans. And I tried to keep the shop as close to how I would shop in Aldi's also. So we got some value fish fingers, So I can't remember how much these were off the top of my head, but you get less in the packet than you do with Aldi's. And I feel like they were more expensive. So these ones you get 15 from Aldi's and you only get 10 in these. But I feel like they were around about the same sort of price, which, yeah, you know. Then I picked up milk, two milks for me because Holly's already got one in the freezer, and these were 99p, which is like a standard across all supermarkets, I think. So that was the same as Aldi's. And then I got Holly some value Weetabix. I feel like, well, these are 24 biscuits you get in these versus the 36 biscuits. So I could have gone up one in these, up one from the value, so like still ASDA's own, but like not the smart price ones. So I feel like these are an inferior quality to these ones, but the next price up were just, I feel like they were too expensive. Then some onions, which are 59p, which I feel is about the same sort of price, and the carrots are 29p, which is definitely the same price. And then I got 14 bananas. I don't really know how to compare the price of bananas because in Aldi's I think they're like 12 pence each, whereas these were 74 pence per kilo. So I don't even know how that works out to be different, but I feel like it probably works out to be more expensive. So I got 14 bananas. Then I picked up 2 iceberg lettuces. They were 50 pence each because the salad bags were that looks so funny. The salad bags were fairly expensive, plus I don't need a salad bag until about next Tuesday, and we're on Wednesday, which I normally do my food shop on a Monday, so it's all muddled up anyway. So those were 50 pence each. I picked up 2 tins of alphabet spaghetti with Mr. Tumble on them for Holly because she'd been asking for alphabet spaghetti. And it's something that Aldi's just doesn't sell. So this was like a novelty factor, being able to buy these for her. Oh no, these have got sausages in them. Oh well. So those were 2 for £1, and they're by the brand Cross and Blackwell. So I know that that's a good brand, but we'll see if she eats them or not. That's a different story. Then I picked up some ASDA Smart Price tuna chunks. So let's compare the difference between, yeah, they're the same weight as the Aldi's ones. So that's cool. Some fat-free Greek-style yogurt. I think that's around about the same sort of price as the Aldi's one as well. And then some light instant hot chocolate, the one where you just add water. They haven't sold the light version in my my Lidl's for a while, so I needed to pick up one of these regardless of where I was going to buy it from. So, but I feel like this was more expensive. So 2 packets of untrimmed sugar snap peas, which is annoying because the ones in Aldi's come trimmed, and they're like 95 pence for 1 packet. I think these were maybe around about the same, but it worked out that it was 2 for £1.80, so I thought, why not? I need the veggies. Some Smart Price pasta, because I would get the equivalent of that from Aldi's anyway, and I only have that much left. Cooked ham, like cheap ham. I feel like this was double the price of the stuff in Aldi's. Frubes, because they didn't have a cheaper answer to these unless it was a yogurt pot. but these were on offer for £1 anyway, so I can't remember how much the Aldi's version are. White mushrooms for 68 pence. I think that's okay. This is the Alpro roasted almond unsweetened for my friend when she comes around. That's the only vegan thing I managed to get her, so I kind of feel bad. I'm going to have to message her and ask her what I need to get and go and do a separate haul for vegan food. Squash, I think this was £1, so I'm not sure how much the Aldi's one is, but you get a hell of a lot more in there, and you get the option of, you get different options, like this was apple and blackcurrant, or you can have orange in Aldi's, whereas with these you've got a lot more flavours. So I got some fruits just for novelty factor. Sanex for Holly. I'm going to try her on this and see if it's any good for her, but this was £2.50, which I really did cringe putting this into the shopping trolley. I was like, oh my god, so expensive. But they don't do anything like this in Aldi's. And this is actually, if it is good for her, this will work out a damn sight cheaper than using a Lush bubble bar. So fingers crossed this does work, and then we can stick to this and then stock up on these when they're on offer and stuff like that. So 0% parabens, 0% colorants, 0% soap, hypoallergenic, pediatrician approved, head to toe wash, body wash and foam bath. So 0% perfume and 0% fragrance. So fingers crossed, Holly's skin, that this works for you. Instant custard powder, the no added sugar one, because I don't think they even sell custard powder in Aldi's, not that I've seen anyway. And if they did, it would probably be only the full fat one. So that was like a novelty factor. And also a fajita mix. They don't sell fajita mixes in Aldi's either, so awesome. And then 3 packets of red grapes, because they were on offer for £1.05. They've been reduced. I think they've probably eaten by today, but really no big deal. These were all sealed, but they've like ripped in transit. So 3 packets of red grapes. So that worked out a bit cheaper, but if you were to buy them anyway, they'd be £1.80, whereas in Aldi's they were £1.69. So yeah. So Aldi's answer to what's it? These were like, I think it was like 90p or £1 for 6 packets, whereas in Aldi's you can get 10 packets for the same price. So get what I'm saying? Here's my receipt, that actually might help. Apples that are branded for kids, they were £1. Kiwi fruits, they look a bit bigger than the Aldi's ones. These were 80p, but the ones in Aldi's you can get 50p. An avocado, it was 59p, and I thought, why not? Give it a go. A Weight Watchers crustless quiche in bacon and leek. You can't really buy Weight Watchers branded foods all that often in Aldi's, and I remember liking these a lot as sort of like a cold meal. I think you can eat them cold. But that, I thought that's only 8 points, and I thought that would be nice with like a massive salad one evening, now that the weather's gone boiling again. So novelty factor for Weight Watcher branded foods. Sharon fruits were £1, and I think they're like 95p in Aldi's. Salad tomatoes, 69p. I feel like they're around about the same sort of price. Deodorant, because I couldn't remember if I had a backup or not, so I found I had to get one that was on offer, because ASDA don't offer their own branded deodorant. Spring onions, cucumber, I think these are all about the same sort of price as the Aldi's ones. Easy peelers for £1. I think they're around the same sort of price, or maybe 95p in Aldi's. Plums, nectarines, celery's 55p. I feel like that's kind of like the same sort of price. And then mixed peppers for 93p. Or if you wanted one without a green pepper, they were £1.25. So obviously I opted for the one with the green pepper because I'm a skinflint. And then a card, of which I won't show you what it is on the front because it'll be a giveaway to who it's for. But this was £1.50, or you could get £3. But I only needed one card. I wasn't going to buy 2 more cards for the sake of it. So yes, that's the good thing about ASDA's, is you've got the options of buying like clothes and makeup and other bits and bobs, like homey stuff, which obviously Aldi's do, but it's not laid out in like a way that you would want to buy it as much. Whereas I feel like with Asda's and Tesco's and Sainsbury's and all stuff like that, they display everything so nicely that it obviously makes you buy it. That's the whole point, obviously, because they're trying to make money. But yeah, that was all £44, and yeah, what was it, £44 and 61 pence. So I had a multi-buy saving of 10 pence for the sugar snap peas, and a multi-buy saving for the pasta meals, £2 for £1. Oh, the tins of pasta. So I saved 50p by doing multi-buys today. Probably not, because I probably would have only bought 1 packet of sugar snap peas to begin with, and I wouldn't have bought the pasta tins to begin with, so I've actually spent more money in the long run. So yeah, but I feel like it's had a good little mix up, so maybe on the weeks where I don't need to buy things like corn chicken and meat and stuff like that, I could probably alternate my shops just to sort of mix it up, so I'm able to get the extra little things like fajita mixes and custard powders and stuff like that to keep things a bit fresh. I don't know, maybe I should go to Tesco next week and do a similar sort of shop and see how we compare again. Let me know if you're interested in that. But yeah, thumbs up for ASDA. You weren't too bad, I suppose.